Some members of Congress are sounding the alarm about a Russian spy ship sailing off the Connecticut coast. They say the vessel, the Viktor Leonov, may be collecting information on a key U.S. naval base. New London is the Navy's main submarine facility on the East Coast and home port for 15 nuclear subs. Don Dahler is in the nearby town of Groton, Connecticut, with Russia's military challenge. Don, good morning.
Good morning. The ship is over the horizon about 30 to 40 miles out to sea in international waters. And even though the Pentagon says they don't believe it poses any threat to the people in this area, they do see it as yet another instance of Russian provocation.
At about 300 feet long, the Viktor Leonov was built for spying. The ship's sophisticated surveillance equipment can intercept radar, radio, and other electronic signals.
It's not there because it enjoys the Connecticut coastline in the winter. It is collecting information, apparently, because it wants to spy on our military.
The vessel set sail from Cuba and was spotted Tuesday about 70 miles off Delaware. U.S. territorial waters extends just 12 miles from the mainland. Yesterday, the Viktor Leonov was said to be within 30 miles of Naval submarine base New London. Its route would have taken it past several major Navy installations, but Michael Peterson, director of the Russian Maritime Studies Institute, doubts the ship picked up a lot of sensitive information.
When we know that that vessel is in range, it's highly unlikely that we are using radio or radar waves or any other kind of electronic emissions that this vessel is capable of picking up.
Russian ships routinely conduct spy missions near U.S. waters. The Viktor Leonov has traveled up the Atlantic coast before in 2014 and 2015. It was also docked in Havana in 2015 when the first high-level U.S. delegation made its historic trip to Cuba.
We know they're doing it. They know that we know that they're doing it.
It's the latest in an alarming string of incidents involving Russian military. Last week, a group of Russian jets buzzed a U.S. destroyer in the Black Sea. And the U.S. accused Russia of secretly deploying cruise missiles capable of carrying a nuclear warhead in violation of a major arms control treaty.
This Russian spy ship may be just part of a testing of the new administration, which has been all too cozy with Vladimir Putin's regime in Russia.
The Pentagon is keeping a close eye on the ship, but they really can't do anything unless the ship ventures into U.S. coastal waters. That's the 12-mile limit, or they break international law. Now, interestingly, the U.S. doesn't have an equivalent kind of spy ship, relying instead on planes and satellites to gather their military intelligence. Norah.
All right, Don, thank you so much.